Hey, you.
What if?
The Earth was flat.
I love our planet. Such a fascinating place filled with incredible scenery.
Bit hilly, though, isn't it?
Yes, but that's all part of the richness of our landscape.
I know, but wouldn't it be easier if Earth was all, you know, flat? Like a pancake?
Well, you say that, but a flat Earth wouldn't actually solve the problem here. And besides, there's absolutely no way to make the Earth flat.
Are you sure about that?
Oh dear. Fine, let's say that somehow our beautiful round world got flattened like a pancake. The Earth wouldn't actually feel flat at all.
Why not?
Because of gravity. On any planet, gravity pulls towards the very centre, which on our normal round Earth is directly below your feet wherever you are. But on a flat Earth, the centre of the planet isn't always below your feet. It's off to one side. And so gravity would pull you and everything else sideways at an angle towards the middle of the planet.
Ah, that explains the mess.
So even if your street looked flat, it would feel like you're now living on a hill.
Whoa! What's happened to the ocean?
With gravity sideways, everything would now be pulled towards the middle of the planet, and that includes all the world's water, which would collect in one giant droplet of ocean. So living in the middle would not be an option.
Unless you're a fish.
You are not a fish.
All right, a mermaid then.
You're not a mermaid either. So while it'd be easy to get to the middle of the Earth because it feels like downhill,
Looks like she's off to the seaside.
it would be hard work going away. And unfortunately, it would be unthinkable trying to get to the edge.
I feel like we are thinking about getting to the edge.
Well, good luck, because the further you travelled from the middle, the harder it would get, until you could no longer walk upright. And that's before you get to the difficult bit.
This isn't the difficult bit?
Just as the water on flat Earth would collect in a bubble at the centre, so would the air. So, as you headed away from the middle, you'd end up reaching the end of the atmosphere before you reached the end of the Earth. From that point on, you'd basically be in space. So, this would definitely be a good point to turn around.
And yet, somehow, I feel like we are not turning around.
To get to the edge, you'd need to carry your own air supply. And the last part would feel like extreme rock climbing.
Who'd have thought that flat could seem so... not flat?
Well, yes. It would feel almost vertical now.
Vertical, yes, that was what I meant to say.
So, here's a question.
I hope the answer is vertical.
What do you think would happen if you did manage to get to the edge of the world? You'd fall off, you'd float there, or you'd be able to stand up. You actually couldn't fall off a flat Earth.
Why not?
When you arrived at the edge, it would be like you've climbed to the top of a building with gravity still pulling you towards the centre of the Earth. But on the edge of a flat Earth, the centre would once again be directly beneath your feet, so you could stand up.
So the edge of a flat Earth would look vertical but would actually feel flat?
Yep.
This place is nuts. So how on earth would we get to the underside of this flat Earth?
You could just climb over.
What?
It's true. Gravity would keep you there. It'd be like going down the other side of a very steep hill.
Downhill and upside down?
Oh, yes.
And to think you wanted us to turn around before we got the chance to do this. Downhill and upside down, all the way to the centre.
Yes, but don't forget,
Woohoo!
you really must watch out for
This is awesome!
the sea.
Oh, yeah, forgot about that. So, if I've got this right, if the Earth were flat, everything would feel like you were climbing a really steep hill.
Correct.
But when you got to the edge, it would feel flat. And if you made it to the other side, you'd be downhill to the middle and upside down.
That's right. So spherical planets make much more sense.
Yeah, you're probably right. The whole experience has left me feeling a bit flat. Get it? Feeling a bit flat?